It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Friday, the 9th of March. I'm Michael Groff. Dry weather around here today with temperatures well above average, but over the weekend, clouds on the increase and a slight chance of some light rain coming in here. By next week, the weather pattern turns quite a bit more complicated, but we're still looking at some unsettled weather conditions and maybe much cooler air coming in here by the end of next week. Let's get out there and talk about it as we look at the almanac from yesterday. 81 degrees was the high in the valley after a morning low of 57. And outside right now, here at 10:30 a.m., we are at 68 degrees at Sky Harbor Airport under partly cloudy skies. Dew point still down there at 18, relative humidity 11%. The winds are light and the barometer is steady. Temperatures across south central Arizona this morning ranging from the low 60s to about 70 right now. On the water vapor satellite view, ridging across the southwest, still holding on, but it will be breaking down in the coming days in response to developing troughing off the Pacific Northwest coast. And we still have troughing in the east with plenty of cold air spilling all the way south to the Gulf Coast. On the watch warning map, those freeze warnings that we've seen in the deep south are now gone. And the weather map has turned pretty quiet, but that won't last very long. On the convective outlook, no organized areas of severe weather for today. And precipitation around here for the next 7 days. Looking at the heaviest totals across central and northern Arizona, where some decent rain and snow is likely, especially next week. And just beyond this period, I think there is still a possibility of seeing a significant rain event here in the valley. And we'll get into the details of that right now as we check the models and have a look at it. This is the GFS, the 12Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. And this is the upper chart at about 18,000 feet in the atmosphere. Still a flat ridge, kind of a zonal flow here in the southwest. And down at the surface, it's pretty much a copy-paste forecast from the last several days. A mix of sun and clouds, highs this afternoon, upper 70s and low 80s. Tonight, periods of high clouds, lows mostly in the upper 40s in the cold spots, mid-50s in the urban core. And tomorrow, a bit more of an abundance of Pacific moisture begins to flow into the greater southwest. Scattered showers, southern and central California. But here in the southwest deserts, most of that moisture just isn't going to get in here. And there's really no obvious trigger mechanism for this moisture either in our part of the state. So we might see a sprinkle or light shower develop late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night here over south central Arizona. But even if we do, it's probably not going to amount to a whole lot. Better chances of rain come in on Sunday across central and northern Arizona. Here in the valley, a slight chance of a shower. The sky is mostly cloudy. Highs Saturday still in the mid and upper 70s. I'd say mid 70s on Sunday with mostly cloudy skies continuing. Monday, ridging here across the southwest once again and into the interior west. High temperatures back into the upper 70s and low 80s. Not much change on Tuesday. Partly sunny skies. Highs upper 70s to near 80. Wednesday, curiously enough, the GFS is painting in some light QPF across parts of central and northern Arizona in response to southwesterly flow and some moisture trying to sneak into the state. At this point, we're going to keep it dry here in the valley. Partly sunny skies and highs still in the upper 70s. But look what happens on Thursday. The deeper moisture getting closer to us. Broader southwest flow aloft developing. Clouds would be on the increase. Some thicker clouds coming in. High temperatures probably cooling off toward the low 70s. And maybe some widely scattered showers in southeast California sneaking into the western part of the state late in the day if this is right. And then a week from today, Friday the 16th of March, cold upper trough coming through the southwest. And we've talked about this for the last few days. If this verifies, that's a very wet, very unsettled look for us here across the southwest. Plenty of rain, could even be heavy at times, and maybe even accompanied by a few thunderstorms. Here's the Cape next Friday afternoon. Values a few hundred joules per kilogram. Certainly nothing to write home about, but enough to warrant at least the mention of isolated thunderstorms. So we'll have to keep watching this. It's been very consistently advertised by the GFS. The European is not showing nearly as much moisture, but it still shows at least a decent amount of light rain here. So the message that we're getting off the global models is late next week and into the following weekend could be wet, unsettled, and much cooler. If this is right, high temperatures down into the 60s. As we move to Saturday the 17th, this is St. Patrick's Day, and it could be a cool and wet day around here with a chance of showers and temperatures well below average, likely only in the low and mid 60s. And then the end of the forecast period, this is Sunday the 18th, and that still looks cool and unsettled. with below average heights, partly to mostly cloudy skies, maybe some showers, maybe not, but the idea of a cool weather pattern continuing into much of the following weekend looks likely. All right, let's check the temperatures coming off of the European ensemble through the period. Above normal temperatures through the middle part of next week, and then that dip downward. Highs normally would be in the mid and upper 70s, but this is showing low to mid 60s at some point out there towards St. Patrick's Day. Very interesting stuff. That's going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video comes back here tomorrow morning, and if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there and have yourselves a great Friday.